Episode 41 of Between a Rock and a Bald Spot.
I'm Birdman. Who's that other guy that was always rubbing his hands together? That wasn't Birdman. He was another hip hop guy, and everyone used to fucking clown him for it because he'd be like doing the Birdman thing.
I was gonna say, I feel like Birdman definitely does do that.
Well, it was Birdman, but I'm gonna look it up. Rappers,
I think all of them.
well, true.
I feel like I can envision Lil Wayne doing that too.
Lil Wayne has done it. Busta Rhymes has done it. What this says, Busta Rhymes utilizes a variety of dynamic and fast hand movements, often referred to as people hands. That's not at all what we're talking about. That's completely different.
I don't know why. I always envisioned Busta Rhymes to be like this really big guy. As in like overweight. And unless he is now, he is not. But when I thought he would have been, he was not. Because he's in one of the Halloween movies.
Birdman? Oh, Busta Rhymes.
No, Busta.
I was like, huh?
Fucking Birdman.
Birdman.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was overweight.
I don't remember who it was, but it wasn't. So like Birdman does do it, and I think it's like his like calling card or whatever.
I guess he's a little chunky.
Who, Busta? Well, he's bigger than Luda, that's for sure.
True. I was just about to say or ask what the fuck is Luda doing these days, but he was doing Fast and the Furious. Not currently though. Anyways.
Now that we derailed everything for the whole rest of the night.
Yeah. So let's talk the Anthony Joshua car crash, and we can spitball some conspiracy theories.
Speculate, you might say.
True. Hypothesize, you might even say.
No, none of that. You can test a hypothesis.
So Anthony Joshua, the boxer who just absolutely rocked Jake Paul's world.
Are you sure he didn't balded him?
Positive he didn't balded him.
Oh, okay. He rocked him. Got it.
He was involved in a car crash shortly after the fight. He was in Nigeria, I think, celebrating the win.
How did he get there so fast?
Dude, there's this really fucking crazy mode of transportation called airplanes.
Oh, dude, I'd see. I'm still living in 1873. I got to run everywhere on foot. And yeah, if you couldn't tell, I don't run very often.
Exactly. So I don't even know, when was the Paul fight? So that was
Saturday night. Not yesterday, but a week ago.
Yeah.
It was like Saturday night was the fight, and I think the car crash was like Sunday evening our time, but it was like early Monday morning or something. Something like that.
It was December 30th, so that was Tuesday.
Oh, it was Tuesday, okay.
But that makes more sense.
Okay, so it was Saturday Monday here, right? Because they're like 8 hours ahead or something?
Sure. Yeah.
Was it a cat or Jersey?
It's the cat. I don't know. Oh, stupid bitch can't get in anymore.
This dude looked up. He was like,
"Yeah,
bitch, what the fuck was he doing on the ceiling?"
What? Nah. So I was looking to see why and how the door's over so far, because normally they can get in, and that's what she's doing. One of the cats is fucking scraping on the door because she can't get in. Yeah.
What the fuck? I've been scratching my eyebrow.
Exactly. But so unfortunately Anthony Joshua did lose two friends in the car crash. Latif Ayodele, which was one of his trainers, and then Sina Shami was his strength and conditioning coach, and he was friends with both of them.
Damn.
Both of them passed in the car crash, which is really sad.
But he did.
Anthony Josh. True. Anthony Joshua did not pass in the car crash. He is still alive. I don't know if he's well, but he is still alive. I do kind of wonder if this is going to ruin his boxing career. It probably mostly depends.
I mean,
how bad his legs might be. So he was limping when they pulled him out of the car. Also, I sent you a picture of the car crash if you wanted to show the podcast.
That's why you sent that. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolute tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do I even open this? What the hell? Boy, what the hell? I mean, it's a car crash. Not a very good one either. That's fucking. There's not really a car left. The back seat looks okay. The driver and passenger seat though is gone.
Which he was in the back seat, so that explains why he survived.
Dude, that shit looks like it's a transformer in the middle of transforming. Is how fucking bad that car crash was.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to what the hell happened. So it says they hit a truck. So I don't know, like a stationary truck. So I'm guessing they were like goofing off or somehow lost control of the car. I don't know. My conspiracy, I think he was supposed to sell that fight potentially. So someone noticed when Paul was fighting Tyson, Paul did this thing where he like stuck his tongue out, which could be viewed as a taunt. All right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. He did that and you see Mike give him a nod. And Mike had kind of started that fight off like as an older, like prime Mike. So like he wasn't moving as quick or as hard as he used to. But it was how you would envision an older prime Mike would move. And then that little fucking tongue thing happened. Not to be confused with when they tongue kissed after the fight, but Paul did the little tongue thing and Mike did a little head nod and it was like he fucking turned into senile grandpa mode.
And not only that, but right after Anthony Joshua won, Mike was like, "Hey, yo, I want a rematch."
Oh, I didn't see that. That's kind of funny. Oh, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
So after or during the Joshua fight, the Anthony Joshua fight, Jake does the same tongue thing, and that was right before Anthony Joshua broke his fucking jaw. So it could just be a taunt, and maybe Mike was just like head nodding him, being like, "Yeah, keep taunting me, motherfucker." But maybe that was the cue to start fucking throwing the fight. I don't know. And maybe Anthony Joshua was supposed to throw it and then didn't. And then he was taught a lesson by his two friends getting killed. It's kind of interesting. You see the same little like taunt that could be a fucking like the safe word or the safe signal. And then Anthony doesn't respond the same way that Mike had previously responded. And then next thing you know, a car crash happens a few days later. Like that's kind of how often do you hear of a fighter getting into a car crash right after the fight? You don't.
So hold on. You don't usually. That being said, it's a couple days after the fight. You're going back home to celebrate. Like you're celebrating. You're with your friends. You're knocking back a couple. You're having a little bit of a party. You get in a car accident. Like that's not unheard of. I think
it's not. So it's more so. And if the tongue thing had happened and no car crash happened, I would be less inclined to think that it could be a botched fight throw and he's being taught a lesson. It's kind of like all of those things happening. It looks kind of weird. It looks kind of weird when you look at all those lined up,
Do we think the Pauls have enough money to do something like that?
100%.
Well, I mean, okay, so
they're both filthy fucking rich, so
we need someone to look at the dark web and see if there was a hit on him.
It might not even be a dark web thing. They might have fucking people willing to do some shit like that for them.
Shit, they might. Dude.
So evidently,
hold on. Speaking of people willing to do things for people, that just reminded me of something I saw Peanut say in a clip today, where somebody was like, "Oh, like, do you know who?" A viewer called Peanut a Dr. Disrespect copycat. And Peanut was like, "Oh, there used to be a lot of copycats of Dr. Disrespect, but then the guy who could identify them all died in prison mysteriously."
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, damn. He's talking about Dr. Child Inspect.
Damn.
Fucking got him.
That is a fucking got him.
It is 100% I got him.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to always like play around with conspiracy theories. I don't always believe them. There are some I believe. Dude, I'm kind of leaning into that one. I don't know. I have only heard that was the thing in the Tyson fight and in the Anthony Joshua fight. So I'd need to see like all of Jake Paul's fights. Does he always do that tongue thing? Do you ever get any like type of? Because the only thing I've ever seen was like Tyson gave him a head nod when he did the tongue thing. So I don't know if he just hasn't ever done the tongue thing before. I don't know if that was just the only time he's ever given a head nod. I don't know. It
could be a signal or something. Or it could just be a taunt, or it could just be like a tell that he's fucking tired. Because I feel like the both times he did it, it was that I've seen him, it was right after a goddamn. It was like right after a bigger hit. So like maybe he's trying to be like, "Oh, that didn't hurt me. You didn't break my jaw or whatever."
Yeah.
I'm taunting you. But I could also see it like, "Holy shit, you just fucking rocked my socks. Please don't do that again." So I don't know. I mean, I guess the future will let us know if he does it in another fight.
Do you talk to that rapper?
What?
Moving on. So let's talk about Avatar.
Which rapper?
Future, motherfucker.
Oh, I was like going back everything.
Kids restarted.
No, I was going back all the words I said. I was like, when did I say a rapper's name? I was like, the baby, the game.
Yeah. You said maybe the future will tell us.
Yeah, well, I thought I said.
You talk to Future?
Dude,
I don't talk to Future.
So I thought I said time will tell, but I guess I said the future. But yeah, I was like, who the fuck is like Time? I don't know a rapper named Time. What is this kid talking about?
But stupid.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I guess.
So we talked about Avatar Fire and Ash last week, but I wanted to fucking touch base on it again.
I don't want to talk about it.
Because it had not passed 1 billion, and it did just pass 1 billion finally.
Gross.
It is the slowest.
Hold on,
James Cameron. What?
Well, you can say that, and then I want to say something.
So it's the slowest Avatar movie to hit 1 billion. So they've kind of slowly trickled. So Avatar, which came out in 2009, hit 1 billion after 17 days. Way of Water hit 1 billion after 14 days, and then Fire and Ash hit it after 18. So all super quickly. 1 billion within your first month is kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. So what I was gonna say is the majority of the ticket sales, the box office and all that, is international.
True, in China, which is interesting.
Yeah. So it's not domestic at all. It's international, because it's made like not really that much. I think when I was looking at it, it was like 200 million or something like that domestically.
Yeah.
And then like the rest, the other 800 million is globally.
Yeah.
So
maybe him big over in China.
Also, Cameron said that he had originally planned to do 5 Avatar films.
That's
and
true.
then someone asked him recently if he was still planning to do 4 and 5, and he said, "I don't know. We have to see how 3 does, if it makes money or not." So, I mean, based on the fact that it has made money and that it, he said that was the criteria, we might get Avatar 4.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they keep fucking printing money. I mean, very few movies hit $1 billion. Even fewer hit it within the first month.
Do you realize that was Disney's 3rd film to hit $1 billion last year?
That's crazy, dude.
Because I think Lilo and Stitch, and what was the other one?
Yeah, none of them were Marvel, which is kind of funny.
Lilo and Stitch, Avatar.
Was Inside Out? Did that one hit it? What would it have been?
I think it was. I mean, I should have had the list pulled up. My bad.
That is your bad.
Lilo and Stitch, Zootopia 2. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I knew it was a sequel.
Just came out too.
Well, I guess they're all sequels, but Lilo and Stitch is like a remake. It's a sequel. Shut the fuck up.
Disney has $32 billion grossing films.
Wow.
And it's the 5th year with at least 3 $1 billion plus releases.
Which is how they can afford to make some fucking dog shit that came out last year too.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, they could afford for a few flops like that.
Well, they have a few flops every year. Looking at you.
Oh, Zootopia is also the first film from Walt Disney Animated to cross 1.5 billion. Not even Frozen 1 or 2 managed that. That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy. The first Zootopia or the second one?
Zootopia 2.
Oh, okay. That is kind of interesting.
Zootopia 2 being bigger than Frozen is kind of actually blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's because there's a lot of Disney adults and a lot of people who be gooning to the fucking bunny.
That bunny.
Lot of gooners watching that movie.
W Gooners.
There's actually like a whole meme that this guy on TikTok, his name is like Judy Hopps Lover 69 or something. And he looks like one of the guys from the Goofy movie, so he's changed his name recently to whatever that guy's name is. I forget his name. It's like Crumsworth Buttersby the Third or some shit like that.
I hate that.
Yeah, me too, but anyways.
So moving on to a Netflix topic, and then we'll have another Netflix topic, which will be another Netflix topic. So Netflix, having just purchased Warner Brothers, has issued a statement saying that they are planning for 17-day theatrical windows for Warner Brothers films in the movie theaters after the acquisition.
What does that mean?
The traditional movie theater run is 45 to 90 days. That's like the standard.
Right.
90-day being like, Wicked 2. Obviously not every movie's going to get a 90-day window. That's the fucking extendo long boy.
Yeah.
But 45 to 90 is traditional. 17 days is fucking insane because they're trying to fucking push it to streaming.
Right.
So Warner Brothers movies will be in theaters for 17 days, I guess. And I wonder if that's 17 days at max. Or could it end up being shorter? Like, could you imagine 10 days?
Or 10, yeah, dude. So I actually saw in an interview recently that Leonardo DiCaprio, was questioning whether people even want to go to movie theaters anymore.
Yes, we just want to go see good movies. The problem is people keep putting out shit.
True. And they're fucking expensive too. Like I understand the theater needs to make its money, but like I could buy a video game and have 60 hours of enjoyment for $70, or I could go to a movie
for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 hours if you're lucky.
Yeah. And like people don't want to fucking do it. And like dollar movies don't exist anymore. Dollar theaters don't exist.
Not to mention it's like a relatively, money's subjective, but it's a relatively small startup to be able to get like a near movie theater like experience from the confines of your home, where you don't have to worry about fucking a crowd. You don't have to. You could pause it.
You can pause it.
If you
Yeah.
have to go piss.
Yeah, exactly. You can pause it. There's no crowd. You can.
You just might have to wait a little bit longer. Except for now with Warner Brothers movies, only 17 days. I mean, that's hardly enough time for spoilers to get out.
And those
like
usually start like the day of, but
so it does. But the chances of you, like, as long as you're tiptoeing and being careful,
well, it's so like that's the thing. We went to I went to go see Shazam with my then wife. And Shazam came out, what, 30, not even 30 days after Endgame. And the guy at concessions that works at the theater was like, oh, dude, Iron Man dies at the end.
That's
Brother,
crazy.
you're still showing the film. There could
Spoilers,
be people in line behind us going to see the movie. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, so 17 days, you probably won't run into anything like that. Maybe. I mean, there's always dickheads everywhere. There's one right there.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, fucking true. There's always like that shit does start the day of, but like your odds of coming across a spoiler increase significantly like the longer you go. So like by like a 90-day run, the chances of it getting spoiled is pretty high versus 17 days.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Something I'm curious about. Netflix does typically their bigger releases, they will release physically. So I hope this means that Warner Brothers movies will still get released physically. Which if they're only in the theaters for 17 days, that would also, I'm assuming, mean get released physically a lot sooner.
Yeah. I feel like, because like you can buy Stranger Things on disc, can you not?
No, they did release it on disc, but it was a very short window.
Well, never mind then. We might be saying goodbye to physical media too. Fuck it. Because then, you know, they don't want to sell physical media, they want to sell subscriptions. So they want to, if you want to watch the movie, you have to have a subscription.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Can't stop yawning. But that would be kind of ass, dude. If movies, you can't buy movies anymore and you just have to stream them.
There's gonna be a big revolt if that happens, because there's also the issue of streaming where, like, I mean, movies come and go from different platforms all the time. So,
well, right, but if they own Warner Brothers, it would just be on Netflix all the time. Like, right? Like, they would have it on there. You would assume, and it would just always be there.
You would assume. Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think they've ever removed.
Worried for.
I don't think they've ever removed any of their IPs unless they were like really bad. What the fuck? Your light just got brighter.
So no, they. Huh? Oh no, it's the fucking auto white balance shit or whatever the fuck. It didn't actually get brighter. It's just being fucking silly.
I was like, what the fuck? This shit's bright as a bitch.
So something else. Yeah, exactly. Stop. That just kind of has me worried for the future of physical. I don't know. So not Netflix, but HBO, which had like some sort of partnership with Warner Brothers, they would add and remove Warner Brothers movies on HBO Max. Well, which is why I said that.
Well, so
I don't know
yeah, I get that, but it's like a hype thing. Like, I don't know if it was like a contract something or like whatever, but it's like if you narrow the selection of available things to watch, people will watch different things, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But doesn't Disney own HBO now?
No. I don't think so, do they?
I don't know. Do they? I think they do.
I don't think so. They own Hulu.
No, maybe it's Hulu. I don't know. It's an H something. Speaking of theaters and theatrical releases in Netflix.
NH Things. Stranger Things finale. Let's talk about how fucking ass that shit was. You
Which
haven't
could
watched
go.
it.
No, I haven't watched any of the show at all. So first of all, you could go watch the finale in theaters. Very cool, Kanye. Very cool. Did you opt to do that, or you just watched it at home?
Fuck no, I just watched it at home. And I'm glad I did, because I would have been fucking pissed. Which we have, like the movie pass thing,
Right.
so like it wouldn't have even been that bad. I'm gonna send you another picture if you wanted to show the podcast this. So
no.
This is a list of the episode ratings for Stranger Things.
It's looking very Game of Thronesy.
Not as bad though.
Well, yeah,
but yeah. So you have the last episode of season 5 being a 7.8, which is almost the lowest episode. The actual lowest episode was the episode before, episode 7. Both those episodes were pretty bad. Overall, the season wasn't like fucking terrible. Definitely not their best work. I think I would probably mostly agree with the episode ratings. Episode 4 being a 9.4 is a little crazy. That's definitely too high. I would put it somewhere in an 8. But yeah, this is the lowest rated season by a few points. So speaking of conspiracy theories too, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. As you can tell, there was an episode 9 for seasons 2 and 4. Otherwise, the seasons only had 8 episodes. So, there's been lots of references to this not being it. On the Instagram, or it was on the Instagram and like on the TikTok, they posted like a scene. It's like D&D player books with like the names on the spine of the binder. Both accounts, or both, like, I guess, platforms posted the arrangement of the textbooks, of the binders in a different order. And so, like I said, the names of the characters are on the spine. So the arrangement of it, if you look at some of the letters, the way it's lined up, one of them says Act 4, I think is what it said, which they released season 5 into 3 acts. There was episodes 1 through 4, episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they released episode, or 5, 6, 7, and then they released episode 8 on December 30th or 31st, something like that. And then the other arrangement said X is a lie or something. It said it is a lie. There was another post on one of the social medias where it was one of their foreign accounts, I think, like maybe like Netflix UK. There was a Stranger Things like ad in the background, and the caption said like there's no such thing as coincidences, or like it was something like that, which is a reference to something one of the characters says in season 5. And there is a reference, so it said something about the Duffer Brothers said it's going to be a dark Christmas and a bittersweet New Year's, or something like that. And so it ended on New Year's, or like Christmas Eve or whatever. New Year's Eve. But it wasn't really a dark Christmas. Like the episodes that released around Christmas, like it wasn't dark. So everyone's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So evidently the Orthodox Christmas is January 7th. So a lot of theories are like circulating and like pointing to them dropping a 9th episode on January 7th, which is only a few days away. So I guess we'll see. By the time this episode airs of the podcast, that will be the 7th. Which, how ironic. Maybe this is the 9th episode of Stranger Things season 5.
I was going in a different direction. When you said the 7th, it's like 7-11, 7-11.
6-7.
No.
6-7, 7-11s.
Yeah. 7-11 was a part-time job. Okay.
Yep. 9-11 was an inside job.
Don't fucking clip it. Don't clip it.
Slam.
It's not funny. Don't clip it. Daniel hates it. Jesus Christ. I saw someone speculating that they are going to do a movie. And the movie will be the capstone. So instead of like one more episode, they'll have like a film. It's speculation at this point, so like, you know, grain of salt. But, you know, if that's true, then that dude's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, so there's also a few other things. So there's lots of like weird changes. So the graduation gowns are supposed to be green and they were orange.
What the hell?
In the final episode, and so that's weird because evidently it was a thing. I don't know if this was like speculation or what, but something was said that like the gowns are supposed to be green, but like they used to be orange in the past, and so that's kind of a reference to one of the characters, because one of the characters is like from the past technically.
Oh yeah.
So there's another thing where like one of the main so it was of Vecta's human form, he would always stand with like, you know, that pose where you're like holding your arms in front of you and you're like one of your hands is grabbing your wrist, then you're like crossing your arms, you know?
Yeah.
So he always did that. In season I think 3, if he was mind controlling someone, there was another person that stood like that when he was in possession of him. Well, one of the characters in this season stood like that, I think, in 2 separate occasions. And like I said, in this season, one of the characters says, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, and then looks at the fucking camera. Or I don't believe in coincidences. Sorry. He says, I don't believe in coincidences, and looks at the camera. And there's just like a lot of... So there's been other things that have changed color randomly. And so the prevailing theory is that it's some sort of like the ending was fake. Somehow, for some reason,
they're in a time loop.
Not even a time loop, so it's like an illusion.
They're in someone's mindscape.
Exactly. Not to mention, no one said, wow, I've seen some pretty crazy things, but I've seen stranger things. No one ever said that. And I don't think the credits are going to roll until we hear that.
What is this, Cinema Sins?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Moving to more... well, we're just going to segue, actually. We're not moving anything. We're just going to segue.
Oh, no.
Away from Stranger Things.
The Strim Awards. The Steam Awards.
The Steam Awards, not the Stream Awards. The Steam Awards. Valve. The Valve Steam Awards. Yeah, the STEM Awards. Hit your stem.
So,
he's stimming.
True. Luckily, Expedition Bitch Ass 33 only won 1 award. It's almost like when you let actual players vote, it's almost like it's not going to win every single award. Crazy how that works. Fucking crazy.
Well, the real truth to be learned here is that people who play games on Steam fucking hate France. And for good reason, too. Because fuck France.
Most people in general just hate France. Yeah.
Good. We should teach everyone to hate France, honestly. What has France ever done? What has France ever done for you? I asked that to you. I mean, other than like, you know, selling us the Louisiana Purchase or whatever. What has France really ever done for us?
I don't give a fuck about that.
They invented croissants.
Croissant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I have the winners here, and I'll mention the finalists as well.
Oh no.
So let's actually work backwards. So you see, it has the game of the year on top. So let's actually work backwards. So the 2025 Steam Awards Sit Back and Relax Award. Yeah, exactly. This kind of pisses me off a little bit. RV There Yet won, and I wasn't relaxed at all during that. I was very stressed out.
So like a big part of that is you're out in nature, you're hanging out with your friends, you can grill burgers, you can drink beer, you can smoke cigarettes, you can get chased by bears that eat your RV, you can get stung by snakes that murder you. It's very relaxing. Your RV can fall off a fucking cliff, dooming everyone. Like, it's super, super non-stressful, worry-free relaxation. I don't know how they won, but who did they win against?
So the finalists were Megabonk, Chill With You, Lo-Fi Story, which I've never even heard of that,
and me either.
Power Wash Simulator 2, and Slime Rancher 2.
I feel like you can really chill with Power Wash 2, Power Wash Simulator 2. You just cleaning
Having not
shit.
played Chill With You, Lo-Fi Story, I feel like that's probably a pretty chill game too.
I don't know. It almost sounds like it's just the lo-fi girl.
It does sound like that.
Slime Rancher 2, I don't think that's chill.
I would argue Megabonk is more chill than RV There Yet, but even Megabonk I would say is not really chill.
So it's sit back and relax. So like hear me out on Megabonk. A lot of the runs on Megabonk, the like brutal, like really crazy runs where you get like 1 million kills, took hours, right? I think at some point one of the guys who made like 1 million kills or whatever, it took him like 12 hours, and each level is 10 minutes, right? So you have 10 minutes to do whatever. And so like he would do some shit for like 10 minutes, and then he'd spend like the next 30 minutes just like jumping around, and then you just stand there after that for hours. And like you could sit back and relax while you're just waiting for your kills to rack up. I played the first Slime Rancher, and that game did not seem chill at all, because you had to take care of them fucking shits. I don't know what the second one's like, but maybe it's chill. I mean, once you automate things, it was kind of chill, but like Power Wash Simulator, I can understand being like chill. RV There Yet, if you're Goose and Goose alone, it was probably chill.
Shout out Goose. Yeah, true.
I think Goose was just like sitting in the RV most of the time until we told Goose to do something. And then it was not chill. It was not chill because then Goose was panic mode. Maybe Hayes was relaxed, dude. I don't know. Anyways,
yeah,
we can move on to the next category.
Outstanding Story Rich Game Award, and this is exactly what I said should have won it. Dispatch. I think this is the perfect award for that game. Out of all the games I played, Dispatch definitely is the game that should have won that award.
I feel like one of the finalists shouldn't even be in the running for that. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So you have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I'm surprised Dispatch beat that out, because a lot of people love that game.
True.
The Last of Us 2 Remastered, Dying Light, The Beast, and No, I'm Not a Human.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's about. It's a green Titan looking guy. I don't know that Dying Light, The Beast even had a story worth storying. And The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is a fucking remaster. I don't even think, like, yes, it's new to Steam, but like,
it came out in like 2019, dude.
Yeah, like, fuck out of here. Anyways, moving on.
And don't get me wrong, I love the game, but
he hates the game.
Yeah, I don't think that should have been.
I don't even think the game is one of his top 5 rappers of all time. I don't know why he said that.
But yeah, he's really not.
Yeah, he's got to at least be lower on the totem pole than like Kanye and Eminem and Jay-Z and Kanye again a second time.
Exactly.
Because there's old Kanye and new Kanye. Yeah, exactly.
I like the old Kanye, not the new Kanye.
Exactly.
The 2025 Steam Awards Best Soundtrack Award. And this is what Expedition 33 won, which if it was going to win anything, whatever. Soundtrack, cool. Don't care. That's fine. The finalists were Spider-Man 2, Deltarune.
Which, like, why is Spider-Man 2 there? Why is
Tokyo
Deltarune there?
Extreme Racer?
I don't know why that one's there either.
Is Deltarune old? I've never heard of Deltarune.
Deltarune is not old. It came out in 2025, but it is a what is that other game? It's like a spiritual successor to Undertale. Same dev. So like that makes sense in that regard. And then I thought the Rift of the Necrodancer is a sequel to Crypt of the Necrodancer, but it's like Guitar Hero instead of Crypt of the Necrodancer is like Mega Bonk basically, but it's like rhythm based. I don't know. I didn't play it. But Spider-Man 2 being up there is weird. Deltarune and Rift of the Necrodancer being literally music games and not winning is kind of some bullshit. And then Tokyo Extreme Racer, it's a racing game. Like I guess they have to have a good soundtrack, but like I never played it. I don't know anything about it, but like why is Spider-Man 2 up there? Anyways.
Yeah. Best Game You Suck At award. The winner was Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh yeah.
Finalists were Path of Exile, The Last of the Druids.
Okay, an expansion.
Elden Ring, Night Rain.
Okay.
Marvel Rivals and Where Winds Meet. Daniel's favorite game.
Bro, it is his favorite game because Asia.
Hollow Knight winning that definitely makes sense. And that's one of those like fucking hitless run type games. So, you know.
Why is Hades 2 not there?
That is a good question. I feel like Hades 2 over Marvel Rivals makes more sense.
Or Path of Exile. Path of Exile is just PoE, like Diablo. Yeah, it's like Diablo. Yeah. Like Hades 2 should be in there, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Very strange. Most innovative gameplay award. Our boy, our creators won this.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at the competition though. Come on now.
Honestly though, finalists were Mage Arena, which that game does sound kind of cool.
Thunderbolt, Fireball, dude. I kind of want to play Mage Arena. For those of you who don't know, Mage Arena, which is innovative, I think, but you're a mage and you cast your spells by reciting them. So you don't have a button to click to cast spells. You literally cast them with your voice. So that's innovative, I think. But I don't. I haven't played Blueprints. I've heard it's good, but I don't know what makes that innovative. And then, what was the next one you said?
You find blueprints in Arc Raiders.
You do find blueprints in Arc Raiders.
Escape from Duckov and Europa Universalis 5. Okay, Universalis. Sorry, I said that wrong.
It's the fifth one. It can't be that innovative. Escape from Duckov is an isometric Hotline Miami duck based Tarkov. I don't think that's innovative either. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Oh, mostly negative reviews lately.
Oh,
holy shit. It's Chinese reviewers bombing it.
Europa's got mixed
boycotting
reviews.
Some action by the game's official developers that harm player rights. But it's specifically Chinese players that are bombing it, evidently.
No, so it's social credit. Got
it. Yeah.
I don't know. Blueprints. So Blueprints is about blueprints, like a roll of paper that is blue, and you know, like you build stuff. But it's a prince, like you're the prince. But I've never played it, so I don't know. Like maybe it's innovative, maybe it's really cool. People keep telling me it's good though, so maybe we need to play that. Anyways, Arc Raiders wins because nothing is more innovative than hey Raider, and then shooting someone immediately after you're friendly with them.
Exactly. Outstanding Visual Style Award, Silent Hill F.
Oh, yeah.
Finalists: Doom: The Dark Ages, My Little Puppy,
Dude, I don't
Dream
know.
Barbecue,
Dude, I don't know how Dream Barbecue didn't win.
and Final Fantasy. What is that? Fucking 7? Was that? Is that
7.
VII?
Yeah, it's 7, but it's the third. The third or the second or the third. So when they remade 7, they put some expanded universe stuff in it, and they made it into 3 games. And I think maybe only the first 2 are out, but I don't know.
They have to stop. They need to stop with that shit. That is so confusing.
You're telling me, brother. Anyways, Silent Hill winning the outstanding visual style makes so much sense to me. That game looks so gorgeous.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I just watched Sweets play it, but it looked really good.
It did look really good. Just a few more awards. Better with Friends Award, Peak won, which makes a lot of sense. Runner-ups were Split Fiction, Battlefield 6, Repo, and Schedule 1.
Schedule 1 was better with friends sometimes.
Yeah,
I think
it was.
I think I'm a Repo hater. I think I am a Repo hater, and it sucks because I like the creators. Like, they have made funny YouTube videos, and I used to watch the shit out of their YouTube videos when they are known as Thunder Humor instead of Semi Work. And I don't like Repo at all. Like, it's not fun. I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand how people have fun in that game. And I know a couple people that do have fun in it, and I don't get it. Like, I don't know if I'm stupid or something.
What's really confusing? All right, so that came out. So let's see. There was Among Us. There's Duck Duck Goose, which I really haven't played that, but it's essentially Among Us. There was Content Warning.
Yep. There was
what's the New York the New York like monster one. What is that called? Fuck. Let me look at my games.
Hollywood Video.
Installed. Yeah, the headliners. There's the headliners. Schedule 1.
Schedule 1.
Which Schedule 1's different, but like in terms of like games like that you're playing together.
Like the Friends Loud category.
Yeah,
Lockdown Protocol.
Yeah. Lockdown Protocol. So Repo came out like
Deducto 2
towards the end of all that, but before Peak. And I played all those games I just mentioned, loved them all, played them all for at least like I'd say 40 to 60 plus hours.
Yeah.
Repo did not like it from the fucking jump. And I would even say I'm tired of that category of game, because when Peak came out, I played that the most. I fucking loved Peak.
Yeah, I liked so many other games similar to Repo. I mean, if we take one out of Hot Stuff's book, all games are just Minecraft, but like Repo was like, it's like an extraction shooter, but there's no shooting. But I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Schedule 1's cool because you're fucking
there's technically shooting, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Peak 1 better with friends.
Exactly. Best game on Steam Deck award, Hades 2.
Oh yeah. Well, at least they won something.
The finalists were Clover Pit,
don't know what
Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Actually, I do know what that is. Okay.
Digimon Storytime Stranger. I'm surprised Digimon's still around.
I don't think Digimon's going anywhere, brother, but I am also surprised that they're still around.
Like I had not heard of it since I was a little kid. Like Digimon and Pokemon were the shit when I was growing up.
Americans are not the reason that those things exist still.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
After Digimon, Ball X Pit, which is a game I have played around with getting. Have not gotten it, but it seems interesting. That's a brick breaking, ball fusing, base building survival roguelite.
I don't even know what you just said, but cool.
So it's similar to like Megabonk, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Clover Pit is similar to Megabonk too. If you're gonna go that route, that's like you're a slot machine, and the slot machine determines your fucking power ups and skills, and how much it's also roguelike.
Hell yeah. That's fucking badass, dude.
It's a gambling roguelike psychological horror 3D.
W.
Yeah, W. Clover Pit. All right, moving on. Labor of Love Award.
Yeah, Labor of Love Award. So this specifically, this game has been out for a while. Team is well past the debut of their creative baby, but being the good parents they are, the devs continue to nurture and support their creation. Baldur's Gate 3 won. Finalists being Helldivers 2, Dota 2, Rust, and No Man's Sky. Which I think, what won this on the Game Awards? Was it No Man's Sky? Was it Fortnite?
I think it was Fortnite.
Okay.
I don't remember,
it was
though.
One of the two.
Might have been No Man's Sky. Game Awards. Let me just look it up so we don't misinform anybody. View all categories. So it was best ongoing, right? Would be the category. Okay, No Man's Sky won. No Man's Sky won. But they were up against the categories were a little different. They had Marvel Rivals, Helldivers 2, Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14 to compete against, and No Man's Sky won. Whereas in the Steam Awards, it was Rust, Dota 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I feel like No Man's Sky probably should have won on Steam also. They had a massive update in like October that was like huge for the game. And the game is like above and beyond what they said it would launch as now.
Yeah.
So
kinda crazy. That game's about to be 10 years old.
True. Yeah, I remember when they first announced that game, I was like, oh dude, it looks so cool. I don't even like sci-fi and it looks so cool. And then I got it, I was like, this game's ass. Which is unfortunately, I think a thing a lot of people did. But I mean, the fact that they're still taking care of that game this far into the future, and like, there's not like microtransactions as far as I know in that game. So like, they're doing it for free. It's like free content. I mean, the content is free.
Yeah.
But like, they're not even making money on the game other than new players buying it.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah, I don't know. I played it for a little bit when I first started streaming. It was fun, but I was playing by myself. So that's definitely a game you need a buddy to play with, because like I didn't play it long enough to learn how to do shit really myself, and it's very big on base building, and I always suck at base building shit. Like I always want to do it, but I can never get like super in depth with that, and like you're always really good at
him needs a
shit.
Rocco.
I do need a Rocco. VR Game of the Year award.
It's
the second to last category. The winner was The Midnight Walk. Runner up was Emissary Zero. Pavlov.
Oh yeah, that's like Tarkov, but Pavlov.
Exactly. F125 and Le Mans Ultimate.
I think Pavlov is more like Battlefield or Counter-Strike actually, but more like Counter-Strike, I think. But why there being racing games in that is like kind of whack to me, I think. Cause like,
no, that makes sense. I bet racing games in VR are fucking badass.
I mean,
you gotta think like VR, like.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Maybe I would rather have like
Emissary Zero sounds cool. That's a co-op horror game. And everyone's in astronaut suits. It doesn't say you're in space, but I mean, the astronaut suits make it seem like you are.
There's a demo. I don't have a VR though. Moving on to the final most awesomest award that they offered.
Yep, the 2025 Steam Awards Game of the Year award. Hollow Knight Silk Song took home the bacon.
The
The finalists being Dispatch, Kingdom Come 2, Arc Raiders, and Expedition 33. So I'm just glad Expedition 33 did not win.
Yeah, it would have been nice if Arc Raiders won. It would have been nice if Dispatch or Kingdom Come Deliverance won also. But I'm not upset that Silksong won. I'm just glad Expedition 33 didn't win. I don't need to win.
Yeah.
I just want them to lose, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that. Because fuck that game. Even though I'm pretty sure that game's good and I would like it if I played it, but I just it's like one of those things that like I want to hate it because everyone else likes it.
Damn, so you're being a hipster.
Yeah, hipster Keith's back at it again, dude.
Well, so my thing is honestly kind of the same for me, but I've watched people play it pretty extensively and it just does not look good to me. That's why I want to hate it. I don't understand the hype. And granted, I have not played it myself, so maybe it actually is sick. All right, so that topic took a while, so let's move on. Pokemon's 30th anniversary
Holy shit.
is upon us.
Holy shit.
What do you think that means for Pokemon?
Pokemon. What you say about Pokemon?
Yeah, what? No. What'd you say about Pokemon? Because the 10th gen game comes out this year too, so.
Well, we're already over 1,000 Pokemons, so it's not like there's some milestone there to reach. 30th anniversary though, I don't know. It's all I can say is that hopefully they lose their lawsuit against Pal World this year.
So what I'm hoping for is a badass banger fucking remake game. I think that'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. I want a banger badass game that's like, I don't know, imagine like Star Wars Outlaws, but it's Pokemon. You know?
It's like Pal World.
Yeah. But, well, yeah, sort of. But like, I mean, like just imagine like a more lived in, like, I mean, we got Legends like ZA or whatever, and like you can run around and but you're just in one city and like, I don't know. It's a break from the tried and true formula. But it's not a mainline title, and I would like to see them really push the limits. Like, let's see a Skyrim level Pokemon, you know? Like, I want to see a Pokemon game where it's like, oh shit, dude, fucking Scarlet and Ruby, or Scarlet and what the fuck is it called? Violet? Scarlet, Violet? I was gonna say Sapphire and
Violet,
Ruby,
yeah.
and we already did fucking Red and Blue or whatever.
So something kind of cool. The 30th anniversary officially begins the day before my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Which
is coming
cool.
up.
Exactly. If they do end up dropping a remaster, I might buy it day one just because of that.
I mean, like let's be honest. I'm buying whatever Pokemon thing comes out, but I wish I wish I wouldn't. You know,
I wish you wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I wish you'd buy it for me instead because my birthday's right around the corner.
It's actually getting pretty close. You can say that now. It's like a month away, dude. It's like a month away.
Yeah. It's true. He's not wrong.
Which, if his birthday's coming up, that means my birthday's coming up. And if my birthday's coming up, that means Daniel's birthday's coming up. And if Daniel's birthday is coming up, that means his birthday's coming up. He just went up 2 years just like that. Boom, boom. It's coming up. His next year's birthday is coming up. It's soon. It's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner.
I don't think we've ever explained that meme to anyone who listens to the podcast, but you'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if they're gonna do anything like card related. Oh, I'm sure they are, but like
they 100% are.
I'm wondering like what
packs, I think.
Yeah. So like there's gonna be packs, but like they have the Pokemon card game like that you can play on your phone. I wonder if that's gonna have anything like lit going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing anything for the show.
That's a good point. If the packs are normal price, I might try to get my hands on some of the packs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or
I don't know if we'll do a little shipper at Sheets or not, but if we do,
I want to buy any of the like stuffed animals or shit that they do at the like any of that. This might be a lit year to go to Japan, by the way, for the 30th anniversary, to be in Japan for that. I think you probably would have had to have planned it already and like had your tickets ready right now. But like,
oh, probably so.
Like, I bet it would be cool to be there. Oh,
you know what? I should ask Sweets. Sweets is going to Japan again, and I wonder if that's why, because I know she's big into Pokemanes.
Maybe. But yeah,
that's ironic timing if not.
It's a huge big ass event. The 30th anniversary. Pokemon's gonna be Unk.
Yeah, Unk as fuck. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe so. It's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon Red and Green. So remake of those. That'd be kind of cool. Probably not, but a man can hope.
We've had remakes before, but it would be cool to have like a really good remake.
Yeah, like has there been a remake to the standard of like Brilliant Diamond or Shiny Pearl?
No.
Yes, so that'd be cool.
Well, so the Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu games are like remakes, but it's almost like they're rehashes, and like the games are different because it's not about fighting the wild Pokemons, it's about capturing them, and you could use like motion controls, and it was like a gimmick, like I don't know. It's more like Pokemon Snap than Red and Blue.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Exactly, we will see. We'll see. We'll all see. All right. So kind of quick topic. Just because I don't think there's really gonna be a lot to talk about.
No.
So Schedule 1, speaking of, just had a really big update. They added mushrooms.
Shout out mushrooms.
Which the community voted on, didn't they?
They did.
Didn't they? Yeah, that's cool.
So they added a lot of stuff, actually. So they added mushroom cultivation, which is different than the other plants, right? They added new stages of like automation between like your botanists and your suppliers and stuff, like the actual people working in your stuff. They added new items, obviously, because different. They added a temperature system, which is there's like AC units, cultivation stuff, there's a heat map. But they dropped a lot of new stuff, right? So they have 5 new characters.
As in like dealers and like buyers, or
one is an NPC that's part of the quest line, and the other 4 are customers. So yeah. They added they buffed cleaners, which like whatever. And then they added some other like quality of life stuffs like filing cabinets are usable as items now for storage. They can rename stations. So like if you had 2 stations, you could rename one like whatever strain you're cooking up or whatever. And so you don't get confused or, that sort of thing. They added the shrooms. They added a mushroom bed, a mushroom spawn station, mushroom substrate, spore syringe, and grain bag. And I don't think the mushroom bed is a bed you sleep on. I think it's like a bed of mushrooms. Right? Okay, just to clarify.
Yeah.
They added the AC unit and the spray bottle. They added visual effects, an introduction quest. The shroom spawn in the sewer, which they added the sewer, I think the previous update. They added some hats and stuff. There's a Santa hat and a mushroom hat. They added a couple other things, fixed some bugs, and made some like tweaks and stuff.
I'm tweaking.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of interesting to see how quickly after the Halloween update, which by the way, the Halloween update dropped in November, how quickly he managed to get the mushroom stuff done. I mean, it's not like a big update, but like it was a community voted update and he got it out pretty quick. Like you got to remember, he's still just one guy. So one, it's cool that he's still working on the game almost a year later, because it'll be a year in like April or something, 8 months later. And two, it's, you know, nice to see that the community has some input and that they can vote on what updates they want and what priority. Because like sometimes you'll do like there'll be like a Kickstarter, or you'll be like a day one supporter or whatever, and you're just at the mercy of whatever the devs are doing. But he's being very transparent. He's like, hey, what feature would you like me to work on next? And since the community gets to vote on it, it feels like the community is kind of steering and has more control than like other games in similar situations.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right, W. Yeah, him pumping out updates as quickly as he does is really cool. I mean, he did really good with the game, and
True.
I mean, it made him a shit ton of money. So
Yeah.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, people will keep playing it and buying it if he does that. So I wonder if it's one of those things. So I know once you hit a certain amount of sales, Steam sends you the fucking like cool ass like fucking chocolates or whatever. Like you hit the chocolate tier.
Yeah.
But do you get any revenue from people just playing your game, or is it like hype generation because people are playing your game? That means more people will buy your game.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't either. I would assume it's the second one, not the first one. So like it would suck for it to like plateau and like no more people are buying it.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. I think like people playing it would generate hype, which would generate more sales.
Unfortunately, I feel like it's one of those games that like if streamers and stuff stop mentioning it, it's gonna kind of like quietly die. And I think that's kind of the world we live in right now anyway, just in general, is that like people say streamers ruined gaming, and one of the like huge bullet points they always reference is that streamers kind of control the market, and if streamers aren't into something, no one is into that.
Yeah.
So I think that, I mean, influencers have always had that kind of effect on things, but like I feel like a lot of people will watch streamers play something and then like, oh, I want to play that, and then they'll go buy it. You know, it's like, it's, you know, you watch a fucking Marlboro commercial and you're like, oh dude, that guy's smoking Marlboros, let me go buy some Marlboros. It's like the same thing. It's just advertising. It's human 101, I guess. I don't know. But if you can keep the streamers, you can keep the revenue, I think.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can. And we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them Dodge Rams.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
The LA Rams.
Last topic, other than Crumbl and free games. Oh fuck, I forgot to grab the free games. Not grab them, but like get the like what they are.
no.
So RAM and GPU prices are fucking skyrocketing. So if you planned on upgrading your build soon, or wanted to get into the PC market soon, you'd maybe hold off for probably a year or longer,
or indefinitely.
I think eventually it'll die down.
So
hopefully,
I think the issue,
I don't know,
stems from the fact that there's only 3 companies that produce RAM.
Is that really it?
Yeah. So like you can go buy like Gigabyte RAM, or you can buy Corsair RAM, but like the actual sticks of memory, there's only 3 companies that are producing the parts for those, right?
I see what you're saying.
And everyone and their mother is buying up RAM to run their AI, their generative AI.
Yeah.
I think at some point we will obviously hit like a supply and demand. You know, the market always corrects itself. Right now, there was an abundant supply and the demand was really high, and so the price just went way up. But like, once everyone's AI stuff is up, they're gonna not be buying RAM anymore, and you and I are not gonna go buy sticks of RAM for $5,000. So it'll come back down. No. It's just how fast it went up though, because like someone was like, "Oh, dude, RAM prices are ridiculous," and I looked, and the RAM in my PC, which by the way, this is like mostly just DDR5 RAM, DDR4 RAM still went up, but not as bad. The RAM in my PC, I think last time I looked was like $450 or something, and I paid $200 for it, or like $160 or something. Crazy. Yeah, and I think it's like $1,000 now. Yeah, I can let me just pull up the actual exact price.
So the issue with this is this might push back the release of the PS6 and the next Xbox, because just like it's costing a lot of money to get RAM and GPUs for PCs, it's the same thing is going to happen for consoles most likely. So like Sony and Microsoft aren't going to push any consoles that they're selling for fucking $1,500.
Right. So it could do that.
That means they very well might get pushed back.
It makes the Steam machine seem like a much more viable and good to do thing. Okay, so you can still get RAM for reasonable prices. Okay, so my RAM is actually only $500 right now, which is not.
That's still really expensive,
which
though.
is not crazy. Because some, like I said, some RAM went up to like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. Like for sticks of RAM, I think it's the 64 gigabyte RAM that got like really affected. But like 16 or 32 not affected as much. And DDR4 not affected as much. But yeah, my RAM still like tripled in price, because I think it was like 160 and now it's 500. So what is that, like 3-time increase basically?
Yeah.
It's a lot. The one thing I will say, well, and GPUs are also Nvidia is what they were just talking about, pushing the MSRP up of the 5090s up another $1,000 or something.
Yeah, they could hit as high as $5,000 for a 5090,
which I don't know.
At 2,000 was already insane.
Yeah, and that was the base like model, like the Nvidia model. That wasn't even like the other brand models. I don't know if you saw my stream title the other day, but my stream title was 2026 might be the year of the Intel GPU. Intel, dude, Intel has been teasing the C series GPUs, which, like, for all intents and purposes, let's just call the C series their third iteration of GPUs ever. We're just gonna ignore everything before the A series, okay? So like they're relatively new to the GPU game, right? Like, you know, it's Intel, so like they're long-term CPU and integrated graphics, but GPUs they're kind of newer to, because it's always been Nvidia, and then AMD rose up to challenge them, and
yeah,
now it's Nvidia versus AMD mostly, but Intel is there. And so people are speculating that the C series is not going to be as powerful as the Nvidia GPUs right now, but people are hoping they'll be about somewhere around 5070 level, but for like $300. So like if they could, if they could do that, that would be huge for them. They also are releasing a like their last B series model this year soon, like, or they just announced that it's releasing soon. But the C series, so they've had the C series. Okay, so they started the A series in 2022, right? And then the B series came out like a year after that, and then C series in 2024 they announced it, but it didn't drop at all last year. So that's why everyone's thinking like it's going to come out right now. So I don't know if the RAM stuff is affecting them at all. Hopefully it's not. But if Intel can drop some GPUs that are good and affordable this year, that might be phenomenal for them, because they're kind of falling behind AMD in the CPU market. But if they could like catch up in like the GPU market, like they would be feeling great about that.
How would you feel if they mustered?
What? Yeah, shit. So the actually I live well, so I should just let me put it this way. The Intel plant, or an Intel plant.
Just give us your address.
Yeah, exactly. An Intel plant is in the city over in Rio Rancho. From where I live. Should I just drive over there and like walk on the campus and be like, yo, can I can I ask what's going on with the GPUs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually do that. Dude, so the funny thing about that is that building, the building, the Intel building that they're in, is literally a mile long.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the building is a mile long. It's a big ass building. Obviously, like some people's airports are bigger than that, but like it's a building just for Intel and making Intel products.
Yeah. Is that their headquarters, or is it just like one of their buildings?
It's just one of their plants, I think. I don't think it's their headquarters. Maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't ask them.
So you keep saying plant. Do you mean like potted plant? Do you mean like a CIA plant?
That one. It's that one.
What exactly do you mean?
Yeah, it's like a asset that they're gonna activate. They're gonna talk about the Caesarean section GPUs, which is C. It's the C series. You see what I did there, and it's gonna activate all their agents.
Activate it by playing. They're gonna activate it by playing "Kill John Lennon."
Yeah, exactly. The C series name is actually kind of cool. It's called the Celestial series. So they had the original like start was the Arc series, then it was the Battle Mage, and now it's the Celestial. And then
that is kind of cool.
Whatever the D series is going to be, which imagine they just fucking drop C and D this year, and the D series are like 50-90 quality for like half the price.
Yeah, imagine dropping CDs nuts.
True.
That's what Intel's gonna say to AMD and Nvidia.
I also saw some people speculating that Nvidia might just stop producing GPUs altogether because they make more money catering to AI, and their own AI makes more money than GPUs make.
SMH.
So like, could you imagine the 5000 series is the last GPU series by Nvidia? And then we would have to either be on AMD or Intel after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be...
I don't know. Feels
crazy.
Feels like not a great time to be a PC gamer or to get into PC gaming. For sure.
Yeah.
Rebuilds are looking a whole lot nicer, dude. Rebuilds are looking a whole lot nicer. Used market is looking a whole lot nicer.
They really are. All right. You ready for Crumbl?
Crumbl. Yeah, exactly. This one's for all the marbles.
I did not get Crumbl last week. The lineup was mid.
I was going. Okay, so my sister came to visit. Yeah. No. My sister came to visit from out of town. She lives in Boston, outside of Boston.
What was my sister doing there?
Anyway, she came to visit. And we went to a city over, which now that I think about it, I probably could have just got Crumbl in the other city because there's one in Santa Fe. But we went to Santa Fe and we went to this place called Meow Wolf. And Meow Wolf is an interactive art gallery / museum thingy. There's like a mystery you can like solve while you're there, and there's like a story that you can fit like it's a museum, right? But it's set up in a way that like you can just like look at the art and like there's cool stuff, and like if that's what you want to do, like you can do that. But like there's also a story, like a narrative for the whole thing. Okay, so you could follow the narrative. And then there's like secrets and like puzzles you can do while you're exploring. I didn't do any of that shit because they say it takes like 8 hours and you could be there for 8 hours. I didn't want to be there that long, and halfway through I stopped and I went and I got a fucking beer and I got lit as shit because I didn't have anything to eat. I hadn't had anything to eat, and they serve some of our state's like heavy hitter beers. So and it was like big beer. Like I didn't think the pour was gonna be that big, but it was like a whole pint of like 9% alcohol, and I hadn't eaten, and I was just standing there drinking it, and I drank it pretty quick. And I was kind of fucking lit after that. So I wasn't doing any puzzles or any of that shit. I was just trying to fucking not bump into other people.
W bumper.
But Crumbl had a buy 6 cookies for the price of 4 that day, which was, what day was that? The day before New Year's? Oh, that was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, New Year's Eve.
But they closed early. So normally they close at like 10 p.m. or something, but they were closing at 6 p.m. that day. So I wasn't gonna make it back to Albuquerque in time to get to Crumbl, which is why now I'm thinking about it. It was probably, if I wasn't drunk, I would have thought of this, because there is a Crumbl in Santa Fe. I could have just ordered there and picked it up there. I knew I wasn't gonna make it back before 6, so I didn't order any, but I was going to do that. Anyways, that was a lot of story and exposition to basically say I didn't order Crumbl.
that was a lot of
that. anyways, this week starting off strong. Okay, keep in mind we have weekly flavors this week and permanent flavors. Okay, I don't know how long they're going to show the permanent flavors. On the website, they might have like a menu where it's like the permanent flavors and then the weekly flavors. So, but our weekly flavors this week, I'll go over the permanent flavors and the weekly flavors, but like next week we'll just go over the weekly flavors. Okay. This week, starting off on the weekly flavors, we have the Dubai Biscoff Brownie, which we saw this getting tested. What is the term there? Tested, trialed, trial tested.
It was like a requested item.
Well, yeah, but there were a couple stores that have already had this that were like it was on trial or whatever. It was like they were testing the waters.
Was it? I thought I was wrong about that. I thought it was the Dubai Biscoff, but you looked at it and was like, oh no, it's just a normal Dubai brownie. I thought.
I don't know. I thought I saw it. Maybe I'm high. Regardless, it's here this week. So if this is what you wanted, if this is what you're looking for, it's here. I don't know what the white stuff is. It says that it's topped with a white drop layer. I don't know what that means, but it's a white drop layer. Okay, there you go. Moving on, we have the cat barf upon the cat shit chocolate vanilla ice cream swirl cookie. I don't know what all this cookie caramel. It looks like someone crumbled a Twix bar on top of this. I don't. It says
waffle.
It's waffle cone bites, but it doesn't look like waffle cone. It looks like peach cobbler.
So fun fact about this, actually, because it's an ice cream cookie. So I was like, oh, served chilled. I'm probably not going to like that. If you hit learn more, it actually doesn't say how it is served. So I'm hoping that means it is not served chilled.
It looks like if you even worse in this picture.
Brownie, in what picture?
In the second picture. When you click on learn more, it looks worse in that picture. It looks even more like it looks even more like a cat shit on it. Anyways,
why is your cat shitting fucking little waffle cone pieces?
I don't know, brother. Ask the cat. It just does not look appetizing to me. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I don't know. It's mousse again instead of. I mean, at least it's not. So it's mousse this time. Actually, that might be okay. It's mousse. It's not fucking buttercream. So this might be okay. Yeah. Actually, this cookie might be okay.
It looks like actual ice cream on it.
It kind of does,
picture, like based off the picture.
Yeah, but it's just mousse. It's mousse. So if it's mousse, it probably doesn't need to be chilled, but it shouldn't be warm. It will melt. Moving on.
So it might just be room temp. because it doesn't say served warm, but it also doesn't say served chilled. So
we have this one, which I'm kind of excited for, the oatmeal marshmallow cookie. And
it sounds interesting. I'm gonna
marshmallow cream cheese frosting, so they can't fuck the marshmallow up. Cream cheese frosting is hit or miss at Crumbl. Generally I like cream cheese frosting, but like I said, it's hit or miss. But I love oatmeal cookies, so this one seems lit. We got the ultimate peanut butter cookie, which doesn't have fork indentions on it, and it's cracked. And it's cracked because there's not fork indentions on it. So I would say, in terms of ultimate peanut butter cookie presentation, 5 out of 10.
They've done this one before. It's stuffed with peanut butter.
I get
because
that.
I didn't know it was gonna be stuffed.
Yeah, it does say that, and it's drizzled with melted peanut butter. I think a peanut butter cookie stuffed with peanut butter, drizzled with peanut butter is a little excessive.
Well, it's the ultimate peanut butter cookie.
It's the ultimate. I'm not going to fucking order that dog shit cookie is what it is. Okay, and then here to stay, classic flavors, although maybe it should say forever flavors. We have the semi-sweet, which means it's not sweet at all. It's semi-sweet. It's a sweet semi chocolate chunk cookie. I don't know why I'm fucking being retarded about that. Anyways, it's the fucking sea salt cookie, right? All right. We got the pink sugar cookie, everyone's beloved favorite that they discontinued because it sucked, and then they brought back because everyone was sad again. Oh, I guess they did that with the semi-sweet chocolate chunk cookie also, which, by the way, this will rotate between the semi-sweet chocolate chunk cookie and the regular chocolate chip cookie. Pink sugar cookie, chocolate crumb cookie featuring Oreo. So Oreo still gets a cookie every week, but now it's permanent. The brownie batter cookie, the snickerdoodle cookie, and God's greatest mistake, the celebration cake cookie with fucking sprinkles on it.
Damn.
Yeah, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classic flavors, and 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly flavors. 10 fucking cookies. 10 different kinds of cookies. Ava Nevadra would always say that Insomnia was better than Crumbl because they had a permanent menu.
Yeah, I think that makes them weaker. Personally, their cookies are better though, or I mean, they're at least good. I don't
know both
if
places
better,
have a permanent menu, so that point is null and void.
I like both null and void. They're both
also.
cool
I just like to point out that we did not coordinate the red lights. Well, that just happened. I actually had red and green for Christmas, and one day Aaron changed my green lights to red. I don't know why he did that, but now I'm red and red.
W.
All right, we had a couple free games this week.
Yeah, we do. So first off, with Epic, we have Total War 3 Kingdoms and Wildgate. Both of those are free now until January 8th. Those are the last of the cool free one a day for a week games from Epic. That leak list was completely fucking wrong.
True. We also have a free game on Steam for January.
True.
And it is free until January 10th. Which is next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, rather. And that game is an 8-player multiplayer co-op PvP game. Makes it sound really cool. Called, let me find the title. It is called
Billy's Wheelie.
Yeah, Billy's Wheelie, and it's looks like Monkey Ball, but you're a hamster.
It does.
It also vaguely reminds me of that Marbles on Stream game, And there's like some other like
Yeah.
racing streamer game where you're like cars. Looks like those to me. It looks like a fun little party game. Maybe it's free, so like if you are into free stuff, there you go.
It also is only normally $5.
Well, and we don't need to go pointing out how much the free shit normally costs.
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
So there you have it, guys. That is episode 41. Between a rock and a bald spot.
Oh, I didn't realize it was episode 41 already.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. 11 episodes and it's a year.
True. So Insomnia. Wait a minute. Why are we doing this again? I already fucking typed in my address, brother.
Oh, he's giving his whole address away. Look at it in the reflection on his poster.
So they have a fruity cereal and milk filled cookie at Insomnia now. This is newer. Newer since I've seen.
Okay.
A warm fruity cereal cookie filled with cereal milk buttercream. That looks good. I want to try that.
Oh yeah, this dude's going to Insomnia this week. All right. Anyways, episode 41, Between a Bald and a Rock Spot.